Hi there. We are low-key, we are casual. Anticipated releases for August. It's actually a very small anticipated month for me. I only have 4 things to talk about. One of these I only added very recently, so we're gonna get through this. Like I said, I don't have a lot. Literally just got like 4 things on my iPad here. This is my Notion tracker where I keep track of all my anticipated releases. August, I have 4 things. 3 of them were very highly anticipated. One was an arc that I read recently I haven't talked about yet, but I am going to put on your radar because I thought it was very good. So let us get started. Okay, first on August 12th, we have Lucky Day by Chuck Tingle. Now, if you know, I am a huge Tingle fan. My husband is a huge Tingle fan. We love Chuck in this house. We loved Camp Damascus. We both love Bury Your Gaze. And we are both looking forward to Lucky Day. In fact, I have already read Lucky Day. I was lucky enough to get an arc from a tour on NetGalley, and I finished it last week. Actually, I had a lot of fun with it. I still need to write my review. Let's see what the synopsis says. Vera is a survivor of a global catastrophe known as the Low Probability Event, but she definitely isn't thriving. Once a passionate professor of statistics, she no longer finds meaning in anything at all. But when problematic government agent Lane knocks on her door, she's the only one who can help him uncover the connection between deadly spates of absurdity and an improbably lucky casino. What's happening in Vegas isn't staying there, and the world is at risk of another disaster. When it comes to Chuck Tingle, the only thing more terrifying than a serious horror novel is an absurd one. I want to talk about it in terms of like my review, but I'm just going to leave everything for my review. So I will say, look forward to that. I will say that I gave it 4.5 stars. I still haven't decided. Absolutely check this out. Again, it is coming out on August 12th. Next, on August 19th, we have This Place Kills Me by Mariko Tamaki with art by Nicole Gu. Mariko Tamaki is a very popular author of illustrated young adult novels. I believe she's also written comics. She's broken to the standard like Marvel DC Comics world. But I was genuinely surprised at how much I liked this. So let's talk about the synopsis first. At Wilburton Academy, few students are more revered than the members of the elite Wilburton Theatrical Society, aka the WTS, and no one represents that exclusive club better than Elizabeth Woodward. Breathtakingly beautiful, beloved by all, and a talented thespian, it's no surprise she's starring as Juliet in the performance of Shakespeare's classic tragedy. But when she's found dead the morning after opening night, the whole school is thrown into chaos. Transfer student Abby Keto was one of the last people to see Elizabeth alive, and when local authorities deemed the It Girl's death a suicide, Abby's not convinced. She's sure there's more to Wilburton and the WTS than meets the eye. This is a really fantastic YA graphic novel. It is a mystery, but it is just kind of like the story of Abby and what she's going through at this school. I will leave it at that, but I was really surprised at how much I really liked this one. So I will talk about this one in a review coming up soon, probably in my July wrap up, which should be coming next week soon. Definitely, if you're even halfway interested, at least check it out from your library. It's really good. And the art is really good. I had an advanced copy, so it was unfinished art, but even unfinished, it was still really good. It was really affecting, so highly recommended. Okay, next, also on August 19th, this is insanely exciting for me. This is The End of the World as We Know It, New Tales of Stephen King's The Stand, written by various people. And when I tell you I'm excited, okay, first of all, The Stand, authors writing stories in the world of The Stand, and then let's talk about this author list, okay? Wayne Brady in collaboration with Maurice Broaddus, Poppy Z. Bright, C. Robert Cargill, Nat Cassidy, V. Castro, Richard Chismar, S.A. Cosby, Tanana Reevdu and Stephen Barnes, Meg Gardner, Gabino Iglesias, Jonathan Jantz, Alma Katsu, Caroline Kepnes, Sarah Langan, Joe R. Lansdale, Josh Mallerman, Ronald Malfi, Premi Mohammed, Haley Piper, Alex Segura, Paul Tremblay, Catherine M. Valente, Catriona Ward, Chuck Wendig, Hello, and other authors. Like, those are the ones where, like, those are the names that I actually know about. There's like 10 other authors. This is an insane anthology to be coming out. I do love Stephen King. I loved The Stand when I read it probably way too, as many of us probably did, read Stephen King books way too early at way too young of an age. So I read The Stand as a teenager. Part of me still wants to reread it, but I don't know if I want to commit that much time into it. So this seems like a good bridge until I go reread The Stand. So very much looking forward to this one. Finally in August, on August 19th also, so is that 3 books on August 19th? It's Hemlock and Silver by T. Kingfisher. We have a T. Kingfisher coming out. So this one is kind of one of her dark fantasy, like, reimaginings of fairy tales. This one is a kind of reimagining of Snow White. This says, healer Anja regularly drinks poison, not to die, but to save, seeking cures for those everyone else has given up on. But a summons from the king interrupts her quiet, herb-obsessed life. That sounds like a T. Kingfisher character. His daughter, Snow, is dying, and he hopes Anja's unorthodox methods can save her. Aided by a taciturn guard, a narcissistic cat, and a passion for the scientific method, Anja rushes to treat Snow, but nothing seems to work. That is, until she finds a secret world hidden inside a magic mirror. This dark realm may hold the key to what is making Snow sick, or it might be the thing that kills them all. I am so intrigued. I don't tend to like reimaginings much at this point, whether fairy tale, whether mythological, whatever, but I will try anything T. Kingfisher gives me. Like, and even with T. Kingfisher, like Thornhedge, I was not a fan of. That was her reimagining of Sleeping Beauty, which is literally one of my favorites. And then, but then I really liked A Sorceress Comes to Call, which is kind of a reimagining of The Goose Girl, which I knew nothing about. Maybe knowing nothing about it is the trick. I don't know. So we'll see how this Snow White one goes. And then T. Kingfisher also has another one coming out later this year, and also a republishing of one of her first novellas. So she's got a lot going on, but this is what she has coming out in August, and I am very excited for. That's it. Short and sweet for the August anticipated. I have already pre-ordered the Chuck Tingle, both on audio and physical, from my local bookstore. Stephen King and T. Kingfisher books I'm gonna buy. So I'm very glad that it is a low anticipated month, because I'm trying to slow down on buying books. I am. Anyways, that is it for anticipated. Let me know what you think of the books here. Let me know what you think, what you're anticipating the most coming out in August. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye.